All right, welcome to Hot Tea Time. I want you guys to come on in, come on in, come on in. And get you guys to come on in. Let me make sure that everything is public and I'm sharing it with everyone. There we go. Now, we're ready to get started. We're ready to get started. I hope you guys started your week off on a great start. And I'm ready to get started. I'm going to let a few people come on in. Uh, Today was the first day of school for Memphis City Schools, Memphis Shelby County Schools, I'm sorry. Uh, let's just talk about the election. I'm glad a lot of people listened and we got some changes done with the school board. We got a lot of changes done. Now, if we could do the same thing and do the same thing when we go for the election for president, and we need to get some of these legislator seats taken, and we can get some things done. Y'all come on in. Come on in. Y'all come on in. I'm waiting on the people to come in so we can get started. I got some things, some hot topics that I want to talk about on tonight. And y'all tell me. And if y'all want to talk or have some comments, I'm on it. Y'all see, I'm by myself today. So if you want to talk about it today, the number is 901 643 0700. The number again is 901 643 0700. All right, y'all. We're going to get started shortly. I'm trying to see if some people going to come on and chime in. Let me highlight this so the people. Yeah. Y'all come on, join me on tonight. Y'all come on in. Come on in. We got some things we need to talk about. Even some of these outfits that these parents letting these kids wear to school. We want to see if it's appropriate. What do y'all think? Is it appropriate or is it something that need to be dealt with? It is. It's really something. Hey cousin, how you doing this evening? Come on in. I'm waiting on some more people to come on in. We got some things to talk about. This is uh, it's talking about the school board. We're gonna talk about the school board. I'm glad we got some things taken care of on the school board. My first day was full of excitement. There was a lot going on today, but I made it through. So now I have 179 days. 179 days. I'm starting my countdown. I'm waiting on next summer. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm waiting on the summertime to start again. But anyway, it was okay. The first day of school was really it was smooth today, so that lets me know that my school year will be it's going to be okay because majority of the time the first day will set the tone for the rest of the year, and this time I had a Smooth day. So it was good. That's good because I feel the same way. I'm still blessed by the blessed, and I just thank God that I still have a job because some people starting the school year off without a job. So I do have one. So it was a good day. It was a good day. But I'm gonna get started. I'm not gonna prolong the time because I got a lot to talk about. And when the people come in, they just say, "Come on in." They can go back and watch it. If you want to call in, like I said, you can call in at 901-643-0700. So my first question is, what makes the man the head of the household, and why have we got away from that? Once again, what makes the man the head of the household, and why have we got away from that? Cause that sounds good. Retiring in December. Uh, I turned 50. I think I'm trying to hold on to 55, and I think I just I'm gonna work in my shop full time and do something else. So yeah, retirement sounds good in December. I wish I can do that. But I'm gonna ask again: what makes the man the head of the household, and why have we got away from that? Um, Nobody chiming in. I'm gonna start with the why. Why we got away from it. And y'all tell me if I'm wrong, but ladies, if we don't get back to raising our young men to be men, they won't know how to be a head of a household. I don't care what kind of man he is. If you don't teach him to be a man, he can't lead a household. He won't have a house to lead. First of all, first of all, anytime you go into a relationship and or into a house where you asking the woman to pay half on everything, then how do you expect to be respected as the head of the household? Y'all tell me if I'm right or wrong now. I'm trying to, I'm speaking from what I know, what I've seen when I was younger. My grandfather paid the bills. Um, he was the head of the household. He made sure that everything was paid. Grandmama bought grocery and different stuff like that, and paid life insurance and different stuff like that. But my granddad was the head of the household. What he said is what it went. It's the way it went. So I'm trying to figure out now, why have we got away from that? So then I think about, some people want to say, well, the woman started making more money than the man, and this and that. That's here nor there. That's here nor there. Her money is her money. If you are the head of the household, you are to be the head, and she is to respect the head of the household. Not saying if he fall into a rut or anything, he should be helped or she should be helped. No matter, however, if you plan on being the head of your household. So, what does no one answered the question? No one answered the question yet. What makes the man the head of the household? But anywho, hey dog, what's going on? I'm trying to figure out what makes the man the head of the household. You know, we a lot of times we done got away from it, and like I was saying, is a lot of times if we don't teach our men, young men, to be men or how to respect women or how to talk to a woman, then how can they be the head of a household? That's my opinion. If you got something to say about it, let me know. If you want to call in at 901-643-0700. Respect. That's true. You got to, but you got to teach them respect. Sometimes we have to be taught respect because if majority of the time I see, well, I guess, well, if I guess if I see young ladies disrespecting themselves by going down the hallway in school at an early age, cussing each other out, calling each other out their name. So how can you expect a young man to respect you and not call you the same thing? But if he's taught it, he won't do it. So he have to be taught that. So sometimes we have to teach people how to respect us. If we allow others to do it, what makes you think that we won't have someone else to do it? So I mean, that's the point, you know, a point because I see it all the time. We going down the hallway calling each other, uh, they calling each other B's and H's, going down the hallway, you know, and acting like uh, I ain't standing there. You know, they don't respect people, grown people. They don't respect grown people. It's the respect that's gone away. So that's one point. So we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on since nobody has no one can help me understand what makes the man the head of the household. I agree. By father and mother. That's true. That is so true. So, so this is something that this the question came from some situations that I've heard on this week. The reason why I asked this question because so I'm gonna tell you the situation. You don't know the people, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell you the situation. So in two different instances, I done heard this week, this past week, I done heard this. So a friend of a friend's called and asked to borrow $2,700, but you got a whole grown man that stays with you. You got a whole grown man that stay with you, but you respect him as your man. How do you respect him as your man if you trying to borrow $2,700 to keep your apartment? That's why I came up with this question. Second instance, second scenario, we got to move. This is what was said. We got to move. Can I come and stay with you? Not me. can I come and stay with you about a week or two as the longest. But your wife is going to stay with her mom, but you got to go stay with your friend until y'all get the next apartment. How is the man the head of the household? And these are things that's happening. So we're losing respect for ourselves when we can't be a man to provide for our family. You know, when we start to buy Jordans and Louis Vuitton and different stuff like that, and that become more important than our household. That's the problem. So we still have to. I'm not saying that you can't have nice things. Please believe me. I'm not saying that you can't have nice things, because you can. You can have whatever you like, but what I'm saying is you have to take care of your house before you're able to go buy these type of things. Come on, y'all. Come on, help me out now. Because I'm just saying, you know, buy a pair of Jordans, but we finna get put out. Make that make sense? You got a whole wife and kids at home, and then here go another thing. Why we got so many beauty salons and barbershops had that do free back to school haircuts and beauty hair. They had to do hair and stuff like that. And you got a whole man at home. But see, my thing is, even with the free stuff, y'all should have tipped them. If y'all got a whole grown man bringing his son to let somebody cut their hair free, why you didn't tip these people? Come on, you got to show your child that you showing them that you respecting, that you appreciate that they're doing this. I had a friend that talk about this as well. You know, you asking people to do all these free services, but when they don't continue to do it, then you have a problem with that. You have a problem with, because I'm not doing no free hair. I'm sorry, I'm not doing it. I can't do free no more. I done did my time. I done did all that. I'm not doing it again. But in the same token, if I decided to, but you know, I do it for my clients if they fall on hard times and it ain't nobody business. But I will do it. If they have somebody that they tell me that they having hard times, I would do that. But me opening my shop to have a whole free service day, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to do that. No, I'm not going to do it. Because my thing is, you got these people in here and you don't think to give them nothing. These people didn't even get tips. They was just working child after child after child after child. Right. Work, no eat. Right. And my whole thing is I'm constantly get back. But how many of y'all are going to return to that salon and support them and come and get your hair actually done? But you heard that they were giving free services out and you show up for that, but you'll never go back and support them as a black business. You're not going back to do that. See, we got to do better as the black community, because we'll go and get what they have free, but we're not going to go back and support their business. We got to do better, y'all. We got to do better. We got to, y'all. We have to. It's not a it's not an option. We just got to do better. We'll constantly take, but we won't ever give. In our community, we'll never give. And that's right. They think everybody owes them something. Cause you are so right. And my whole thing is, it's hard. You don't know how bad that person is struggling, but they gave you a free service all day. They didn't sit there and spent their whole time giving you a free service, but you couldn't give them $5, $10, something that wouldn't merely hurt you, but you couldn't give them anything. It wouldn't even hurt you. Then they didn't gave you a $60 service, and you ain't giving them anything. It's something wrong with it. But enough of me ranting on that because I just, I think our people, without me saying that, I don't think our people would know. Even if you did it and you online, go back and tell them thank you and give them something. You could do that. That's only like right. It's only like right. So we're going to move on to friends. This is fun. We're gonna move on to friends, y'all. This is too fun. Do you think it is okay for your significant other to be at home with your best friend while you are at work? You're right. You're right. They do feel entitled. They do feel entitled, and they're sad that they feel entitled about that. But this is the next question, y'all. Friends, do you think it is okay for your significant other to be at home with your best friend while you're at work? And cuz you are so right. Nope. A lot of times you get it. I used to say hell to the no. That's right. So look, a lot of times you give your man away. Y'all think that's all cute because your best friend, you could go and stay in there sleep. Let me tell you something. Get your ass up and get out. When I'm going to work, you leaving too. You got to roll when I roll. First of all, you ain't spending the night, friend. Friend, you ain't spending the night. You ain't getting no night. If we close friends, I'd rather get you a room than you staying in the house with me and my folk. No way would they do that in the first place. Oh, they do it. They do it all the time, dawg. This is the new stuff. This is stuff I've been seeing on different pages and stuff. That's right. Cause you gonna have to leave before I leave. I'm with you, Danita. They got to leave before I leave. They got to go. It ain't no it ain't no other way. But first of all, if you getting there one night, y'all done went through at your house over there. When I raise up in the morning and getting ready to put my clothes on, I'ma tap you. I'ma tap you on your shoulder and tell you, hey, we got to get ready to go. Cause if I gotta drop you off or you leaving in your car, you got to go when I go. But y'all, these young people are doing so many different things that's so different from I don't know. It's so different from the norm, and they could walk around and they walk around and little nothing in your house, and you think it's all right. This cute. First of all, yes, it's a total different era. They will walk around in their panties and a t-shirt. Baby, if you don't be clothed in my house, walking around my house, it's going to be a problem. You going to lead in. Yeah, they think it's cute. They think it is. When I tell y'all they think it is cute, y'all, it's sad. And since I'm right here, since I'm talking about that, I'm gonna stop it right here. Y'all know in school now, the kids come to school. Do y'all remember the tennis skirts that they was wearing in the 90s? The tennis skirts. And they used to have the briefs to go up on them. I say, I'm going to make it even clearer. The cheerleader skirts. The cheerleader skirts, they had the little briefs to go up under. When I tell you these kids are coming to school with this on and they damn cheeks hanging away from under the skirt, I don't know who house they leaving from, but they leaving out the house like this, and as a parent, they thinking it's okay. When I tell you the kids, the little girls can't even bend over now. Their skirts are so short they can't even bend over, and they used to send them home. You right. Betty Wright said it's clean up woman. Right. Or who was there cheating in the next room? Who was there saying cheating in the next room, y'all? Who sang that song? I don't know who it was. I don't remember who it was. I just remember the song. So I'm trying, and we got, they wearing midriff shirts and everything, and you know some of these girls too big to have this shit on, and they breasts hanging away from under the bottom and all that type of stuff. You know, if you ain't got the right bra on, that ain't gonna, it ain't sitting right, and you see the bottom of they bra and stuff. It's, y'all, I'm telling y'all, it's ridiculous the way they letting these kids come to school. How are you sending your kids to school looking like this? If you go on my page, this is in the auditorium. If you look at my page, go down on my page. Go down right now on my page. That is in an auditorium. That's not at my school. That's at a school. That's at a school in Memphis. Uh, Now this is what I heard. It's a new age. This is what they said. This is, it's a new age. That's what they said, cause they say it's a new age. That's why they able to wear some of the stuff that they wearing. Yes, the short skirt. This is what they wearing though. This is how they showing up. So I'm sending you to ISS. We ain't got enough stuff to put on the kids. So this is how they showing up. But my thing is, a lot of schools, you can't even walk to school. You got to get a ride. If I drop you off and I see your ass cheek getting out the car, you ain't wearing it with me. It's a problem. You ain't getting out of my car with that on. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, this is ridiculous the way these kids are coming to school. And then we get to school, they want to tie their shirts up and pin them up so their belly rings can show and all this type of stuff. Look, we ain't going to school for that. We going for education. And then they already telling you they can't read. What are we doing? I guess we can't get it one way, we gonna get it another. So, and I mean we, so y'all, I don't know. I don't know. And then we, first of all, why would you send your child into a school where there is grown men and they're looking like hoes? I'm just gonna put it out there. ZZ Hill. Okay. Okay, dog. I didn't know who that was, saw that song. But yeah, this is what they doing, y'all. If y'all go on my page, y'all look at that. That I wish I could. I can't put it on there. Let me see. Let me see if I can put it on there. This is ridiculous, y'all. Let me see if I can put it on the screen behind me. Let me screenshot it. Let me see if I can get it. Let me see if I can get this picture, cause it's ridiculous, y'all. I'm telling y'all. But we sit here and we go. We allow the kids to just do whatever. We don't. Parents don't have no say so no more. They don't have a say so anymore.
Standard dynamic range content is on.
Uh oh. Let me see. I can't get the picture, y'all. All right, here we go.
By dynamic range content is on.
Let me see if I can. There we go. There we go, y'all. Hey, Joe, what's going on? This is her whole ass out. Can y'all see that? Now, why in the world would you let your child come to school like that? This is her outfit for school. This is I and you know what? I y'all come on, y'all. We got to
Dynamic range content is on. By dynamic range content is on.
come on, y'all. We got
By
to.
dynamic range
It's
content is
that's
on.
come on. Really? This what we doing? I don't know. I don't know if they sleeping or at work. What they doing? Dog, I promise I don't know because I promise you, she probably would have probably needed a new wig or a ponytail coming at my house looking like that. But who would let your child buy that and bring that in their house? You said they change the clothes? No, no. Ain't no extra clothes bringing. This is how they coming to school. This is what they doing, y'all. It's ridiculous. I don't know. Um yeah, make it make sense. I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see whether I mean we had some to come to school today. I mean, your yeah, your arm. You remember they used to do when we was in school. They did the fingertip test. No, they don't wear uniforms. They not. Uh, some schools not in uniforms. Central not in uniforms. Mitchell not in uniforms. Cordova not in uniforms. Uh, Whitehaven wear uniform. Well, um, yeah. If it was too short, you had to change. And at my school, you going to ISS. But why make you sit? I think you should call the mom. You should call the parent and make them pick them up. Or well, you can't turn them around at the door. You got to bring them into school and put them in ISS. But I would call the parent. They would have to pick them up. You couldn't sit there all day like that. You just couldn't. I don't know. It's ridiculous. But y'all pray for the school year. We got 179 more days. Please pray for the school. And then y'all heard young man took a gun to school. A young man took a gun to school at what's the name of the school? It's out on Winchester. He took a gun to school today. He had a gun in his power center. You're right. It was power center. He had a gun in his backpack. That's New Direction School. That's a Christian school, and he got a gun in his backpack. Come on, y'all. Pray for our schools. Pray for our schools. So, yeah. Pray for the schools. So, while we're there, do you think the kids need a mental health day? Is it honestly, I do. I think some kids, some days, some weeks would need a mental health day because sometimes they get burnt out just like adults. Is this time is totally different from when we were growing up. They didn't care. They just sent us on to school. Now you can tell that a child is getting burnt out and they need a mental health day, and they need some redirecting and some resurfacing. They need something. They need a mental health day. So I think they should implement mental health days for kids because they have breakdowns as well. What do you think? What do y'all think? If you want to call in at 901-643-0700. Since we're right here talking about mental health, what do y'all think about? What y'all think? Absolutely. I'm grown and I need one. You're right, Shatara. Absolutely. I really think they do. I was at the gas station and it was two walking around with them in their clothes. They get you said they get them daily, weekly, weeks. They get weeks of those. Yeah, you know what, Joe, you're right. I'm talking about the ones that do go to school. Child, a parent told me that they sell it in the store, so she buys it. Oh, okay. Asia said a parent told her they buy it at the store, so she sell it. So she buy it. I mean, they sell it at the store, so she buy it. Ain't that something? So just because they sell it at the store, you buy it. But I see them walking down. I just went down Lamar, and I seen them wearing it on Lamar. So just because they buying it, do that mean that you're supposed to wear it on Lamar because we see it on Lamar? I'm just asking a question. That's sad, but okay. So they buy it, so they sell it, so you buy it. That's something. So y'all also, what do y'all think about the parents that didn't send their kids to school today on the first day? What do y'all think about the parents that didn't send their kids to school on the first day? So I'm gonna tell you this: if you didn't send your child to school on the first day, they got to register all over again because today, at the end of the day, they were dropped from school. All schools were supposed to drop the kids that did not come to school on today. So if they were registered and did not show up today, they were dropped from school. So what do y'all think about that? So me personally, I think that you had more than enough time when you found out school was ending last year. You should have been getting ready for the next school year. That's my personal opinion. And when you make it harder for the child when they are in high school and middle school, when the teacher is giving information out for their class around the first week of school when you don't let your child go to school. I need me time. I don't get. You're right, Joe. You know what? If I would need my me time too. And my whole thing is I had to make sure that they was going to be ready, rested, and ready to go this morning. So as a parent, that is our sole duty. Regardless to what we had going on, we went to school. We got up and went to school. You was getting out of Miss Betty's house. You were going to school. You had to go somewhere. You was not going to stay there with her because she needed her time to herself. Every day. That's right. Every day. And you better tell her in time enough so she can give you them Tylenol, Advil, or whatever, so that headache could be gone. And y'all don't know Miss Betty. She'll bring it to the school to bring you some headache medicine over to the school and ain't going to take you home. Yeah. So y'all, let's talk about local news. We had I'm still trying to figure out you right, Rosalind. You sure had to be half dead, or if you couldn't get nothing else, if you couldn't get straight A's, you was gonna get perfect attendance. And welcome back to school. I hope you had a great day today. Rosalind, how was your day today? Did you have a great day? Give me thumbs up if you had a great day, all the educators. So yeah, you were gonna be half dead if they were gonna have to call from the school and tell her, look, he is sick and you really got to come and get him. That means you're gonna have a great 179 days. Ross, you're gonna have a great. Okay, so um, also, so what I was getting ready to talk about, I was talking about the young man that was killed, the police officer. That's local news. It was a sad situation. I really hope they find whoever shot the young man that ran into the police car, because this is sad, y'all. And also, all of our officers, people are running into their cars and different stuff like that. This is getting ridiculous, y'all. We got to wake up and take our city back. We need our city back. If you ain't from here, go on back home. Just go back, because we didn't have these problems. We didn't have these problems. Just go on back. Wherever you come from, go on back. We didn't have none of these situations, these problems. Go on back home. We want to throw them back. Just send them back. Okay, y'all. Let's talk about this president election. We got to get this president election on the way. Well, before we talk about that, let's talk about the Olympics. Let's talk about the Olympics, y'all. Um, I think the United States is doing awesome. They're doing an awesome job, and Simone, Simone is doing wonderful. She's doing a great job. It's today. I think she got a silver because she slipped and fell or something today. So if you could go back and look at it, just go back and look at it. Um, it was the floor exercise that she did. So y'all, other than that, I think the United States is doing great. This young man that was swimming, I don't know his name. Uh, he was swimming. He blew them out the water swimming. His time was better than anybody that was swimming. So yeah. So let's talk about this election. So enough about the basketball team. I forgot about the basketball team. Yep, go. Yeah, we got to go red, white, and blue. I forgot about the basketball team, y'all. The basketball team is non defeated. They hadn't defeated. They non defeated. The basketball team. So we got to go with this election, y'all. We got to get out and vote. We got to get out and vote. This this is going to help all of us. Everybody that's got pigment in their skin, not only pigment in their skin, people in the general. Oh, track man and woman and the women killed it. Oh, I forgot about that, dog. You are so right. The track and field, track and field. They did the relay when they did the women and the men track and field. They killed it. When I tell you I was on my feet, they was really they killed it. And the guy with the hurdles, he did not play at all. He was over them hurdles faster than anybody. So yes, track and field, he killed it. He did. So let's talk about this election, y'all. Let's talk about it. So what do y'all think about the election? Right now I feel that we got to get out and vote. We got to, y'all, because the Republicans are trying everything. They doing everything in their power. They don't care. They doing everything in their power. So we got to get it out and vote so they can president election. I talked about the Memphis election. I'm talked about that. I'm so glad that we got change. Since you asked, I'm so glad we got change on the school board. We needed change for the school board. We needed some people to support our new superintendent. So we needed that. So it was time to go with the change. If she's going to change some things, we needed to change the board so the things will go to plan. Because if we didn't have some of the things to change on the school board, it was still going to look the same because that's where the bad apples were. So now that we have change, so we should see a change for the better of our kids. So now I'm all for it. If it's gonna better our kids or be better for our kids, I'm down for it. Right now, our superintendent has freed up a whole lot of money. She has found a lot of money that was mismanaged. So we're glad she found that. So now our president election, the Orange Man, we got to talk about the Orange Man. The Orange Man is, he's really got a whole lot going on. We got to figure out the agenda that he got going on. And y'all, we got to realize that it was white guys for Kamala. They had a meeting on the phone. White guys for Kamala. And they raised $4 million. Queer and gay, they raised millions of dollars. You got the black women for Kamala, they raised millions of dollars. The AKAs, you got so many different people, so many different organizations that are really supporting her. You have the Actors Guild that is raising money for Kamala as well. So, y'all, we got to tell our friends and family to get out and vote. Even if we have to pick up people and take them to the poll, if you need a ride and I'm in your area, please call me. I'm going to take you. On election day, I don't care. I might even take off work to take people to the poll to make sure that we win this election. We got to be serious about it. If we don't stand for something, we'll fall for anything. And if we sit here and we preaching about these preachers and prophets and all these people are talking against it because they don't like gay people and they don't like that women need their own rights. They don't like what I think about it. I think that they have their own agenda, Kendrick. The ministers have their own agenda, and they are they pretty much just like Jesse Jackson. I don't know if y'all remember, but and this ain't allegedly, it was on TV. When Jesse Jackson said if he could, he would have cut Obama balls off. He would take him by his balls. Y'all remember that? So it's the rest of these ministers that want to be out front and don't know how to get there. This is what they're doing. And my thing is, if they're going to be, first of all, don't the Bible say that you shouldn't bring that into the church? Politics and churches don't go together. So why are we preaching about it? How do you tie that into a message in your church if in the Bible it tells you not to? So how do you tie that into a message? I'm trying to figure it out. But see, they make everything right for them. So it's right when they do it. But when I do it, it's a problem. So how is that? Make that right. So we going by what the Bible say. But then that's the same way you sit there and you ain't supposed to eat catfish and stuff like that. But they sell the catfish at the church. But to make that make sense, it's in the Bible. It's telling you that you ain't supposed to eat that type of stuff. Come on, y'all. Come on. So we do what we want to do. We say what we want to say. What's going on, Chris? We say what we want to say, but we support who we want to support. So, and I'm gonna say this, and I don't care how y'all say it. You you said 7-day Adventists don't eat Kendrick. That's at church, but when they at home, we don't know what they do. But all right. So listen, this is what I was going to say is a lot of them are supporting Trump because they feel like he's going to help the Christian community with money. And Ken, I think I was with you and you had some. Never mind. I'll talk to you about that later. I think you had some. Didn't you eat some catfish one day we went out? I think you ordered. Then you asked. I think you told them to fry hard, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, well, that's enough said about that. But what I'm saying is, that was his first wife. Okay, so we learned, but Trump cheated on his wife. He cheated on his wife now. And see, that's another thing. You want to talk about her nationality, but your wife ain't even she ain't white. He ain't even white. But nobody want to talk about his dirt or what he's done. And all the kids he got. So my whole thing is you got a whole mail order wife and you want to sit here and talk about she Indian, she this. Anytime you have an inch of black in you, they say we black. And to be honest, you right. You are so right, Gabe. So and to be honest, you got to realize that they turn around and sit and he try to pull stuff out about her. But the same way he sit here and said, if you go back and listen, he didn't send Hillary Clinton to jail for being a felon and she shouldn't be able to run and she was going to go to jail, cricket Hillary. And look at what we looking at right now. We looking at a felon that's able to run for president, but we sit there and everybody says it's okay for him to run. So why is it okay for him to run? He's not saying anything about himself, but he said it about Hillary, about she was going to jail, she was doing this, she was a felon, she was all of this. Go back and look at it. You can go back and look at it. But he said this is all about Hillary, but now it's him, and we want to make excuses. We're making excuses for him to make him still able to run. Yeah, so I don't know. It's it's I'm trying to figure out why are we on, you know what it is. I know exactly what it is. It's just like, sometimes we like crabs in the bucket. We like to stay down. Because if you still got to feed them crabs in the bucket if you want to keep them alive. Because most of the time they want to sell them live. They want to sell the crabs. They want to keep them alive, so they got to keep them fed. They got to keep feeding them. So if you keep feeding them, long as you feeding them, they okay with just a little food. You don't have to be able to buy your own food. But long as I keep feeding you just a little bit, you okay with it. So we don't want our own. We want just that little bit. We fine with a little bit. You know how you feed fish and you just sprinkle a little fish food over in there? That's the way Trump doing some of these people that's around him. He just sprinkle a little fish food over and they hold their mouth open to eat. So that's the way I look at it. You're right. They do make excuses for him because he can win the election. They make excuses for him because, first of all, they want to go back to the old ways, but half of them didn't even live back then, and they want to go back into that. and they want to relive that. But we're not going back there. First of all, I'm with Hillary. I'm not going back. I mean, I'm with Kamala. I'm not going back. I remember all that and more. But you're right. No, you're so right. And it's ridiculous, y'all. We sit here and we listen to these people. They make excuses for him and just keep on. But he did this and he did that. He ain't did none of this stuff that he didn't say he didn't did. And what these people don't understand and what they don't know, if it weren't for Kamala Harris breaking the tie for them to get their stimulus check, they wouldn't have got it. See, they need to go back and read. Go back and read. But it's my time to go, y'all. Our time has came. It's 8 o'clock. I'm going to have to go. But we got to get out and vote. Vote, please, y'all. You're right. Make America great again. I was great. You're right. Sandra, you're so right. All right, y'all. Bye for now. I'll see y'all next week at the same time. Come on in. Hopefully somebody call me to get on the couch. If not, I'll be by myself. And I have no problem with it. Thank y'all for tuning in tonight.